The Empire has taken control in the Shira village, casting a shadow of unease all over Diadem. Shelock's peace may be under threat. With that, welcome back everybody to Let's Play Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. In the last episode, we finished the Cloud Passage and we fought the Iron Beetle, and we arrived here in Shelock, the capital of Diadem, and as you may guess, the Imperial Dacian has invaded Shelock and completely have the town surrounded. We went around the houses, kind of collected some Magnus, and, you know, got word going up to the castle that the castle is under siege at the moment, and we devised a plan in order to get inside the castle by way of Imperial Air Pod right over there. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh no, he needs to run away. He's got his pods in. Oh no, he can't hear us. But all you have to do at this point, you don't even need to sneak past the guard at all. Like, you would think that you'd have to wait until the guard, you know, turned away, but you could just go up to it and talk to it. And that counts as sneaking behind him. Hey, you there. Get back here. Don't worry, pal. We'll just take her for a little whirl. A whirlapod. And with that, we have reached Castle Elnath. First and foremost, let's find King Ladikon. Yeah. Imperial soldiers may have already infiltrated the castle, though, so be careful. And now we're in Castle Elnath, and I gotta make a comment. I really like this track in Castle Elnath. It's really one of my favorite tracks in the game. Oh my gosh, I really love hearing this theme all the time. I love this castle theme. Well, we talked to him. He says, "Gabari, you came. You really threw us for a loop coming into the Imperial pod like that. The Imperial soldiers are already inside. I have to stand guard here. Please, you must go inside and protect King Ladikon." Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. First and foremost, come over here. There's a hidden chest in the corner here. It's very hard to see this chest. It's just like barely obscured in the corner here. But inside's an infinity mask, which I think we have gotten that, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember. I guess I could get rid of one of my chainmails here. I'll put the infinity mask in. There we go. Okay, so we come down here. We'll talk to these guards here. Hurry up, Gabari. The king is still inside. This place is crawling with Imperials. We might not be able to hold them off for much longer. All right. We're going here to save the day. Shelock has been brought under their control. If we knights had been strong enough, this would have never happened. The people of Diadem will never yield to Empire, even if we lose this war. Never! That's very good optimism to have, my friend. Please help my fellow comrades. They're holding off the Imperial soldiers inside. Alright, let's go inside and save these soldiers. But before we do anything, there's a treasure chest right here. Inside holds a dark sword, which is a really good weapon for Kaitos. It's a lot better than the Chaos Blade, or Chaos Edge that we have. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one of my sabers for that, though, because I'm trying to retire the saber, because it's only got an attack of 8, where this has an attack of 55, which is really a lot better. Alright, so let's go and talk to this guy here. Could it be? You made it, Gabari. I'm glad, truly glad to see you. The Empire invaded so suddenly. That's why they were able to force their way so far into the castle. If this gets any worse, our king may be in danger. Can you manage to get to the king and protect him? My men are trying to stop Imperials from getting any further inside the castle. The Diadem Knights are a proud bunch, and they won't go down easy. But still, bad things can happen on occasion. I'll put 4 knights at your command. If the other knights are in a jam, please dispatch these men as you see fit. Oh, and take these items, the Diadem Royal Crest and a blank Magnus. If you see someone injured with no will to fight, show him the crest. He will raise up again and help you. Diadem's Royal Crest hangs on the wall. Take it if you need additional support. If you want to know more about how to dispatch the knights, ask the unit commander next to me. I have faith in you, Gabari. Please take care of our king. And we have obtained the Diadem Royal Crest along with a blank Magnus with us. If you need to get any more Diadem Royal Crest, it's right here. You just come over here and you can trap the magnet essence of it. But this item that we just got, this is a reusable quest Magnus. You can use this over and over again, so there is really no need to go and get this. It's just in case you, for whatever reason, delete it out of your quest Magnus. It's there to refill it. But this minigame's kind of annoying. So let's talk to this guy. He says, would you like to learn how to dispatch knights? What do you say, Matthew? Well, we might as well go ahead and learn. Okay, can you tell us? Okay, let me explain. If you go any further, you'll run into battles between the knights and Imperial soldiers. If you take these knights with you, you'll be able to dispatch them in those battles. If the combined strength of the knights already fighting and the knights you dispatch surpass the strength of the Imperial soldiers, the knights will win. However, if the knights' combined strength is below that of the Imperial soldiers, the knights will be defeated, and the Imperial soldiers will be able to attack you. Your mission is to avoid that situation and lead the knights to victory. You get low on recruits, so you can use the Diadem Royal Crest to obtain additional forces. Show the crest to knights who have lost their will to fight to motivate them. Even though they may falter, it's only temporary. They're still the Knights of Diadem, and they will take heart and follow you. That's all the advice I have. Would you like to hear it again? No, you did a pretty good job explaining it. There's a lot more technical things about this minigame that he doesn't really explain, that I kind of need to get off of it. He says that, you'll see these knights down here fighting, and your job is to dispatch one of your 4 knights you have. You can only hold 4 knights at a time, and you have to dispatch knights and see if your numbers outweigh the enemy's numbers. Well, what they don't tell you is the value points of each title of knight. You have 4 classes here. You got a senior knight, a regular knight, apprentice knight, and a squire knight. The squire is only worth half a point. The apprentice is worth 1 point. The knight is worth 2 points, and the senior is worth 4 points. So, with that in mind, you obviously you go ahead and just put out your senior, and you'll automatically win, because there's 2 classes of Imperial soldiers that are fighting. They got the red clothed Imperial elites, which are worth only 1 point, as well as the black clothed Imperial black helms, which are worth 2 points. So if you see right here, you got this knight here. Every knight that's fighting is a knight, so that's already 2 points. So we got 2 Imperial elites here, and we got a knight, so it's 2 versus 2. So you could just put any number here. We come up here, Gabari says, damn, the knights will be finished if we leave them like this. We gotta do something. Let's go ahead and dispatch somebody. We're gonna dispatch a knight because there's actually a curated way to do this, so that way you don't waste all your good units right off the bat. So let's go ahead and put a knight here, so that'll put it at 4-2. And that'll defeat the Imperial soldiers here. But you want to do this. You want to win every battle that you have here, because there are a lot of missable Magnus in this minigame. Thank you for your help. Please help our comrades. We're still locked in vicious combat further down. Oh yes, take this. After every time they win, the knights win, they give you a Magnus. Right now they gave us the butterfly paddle Magnus, which isn't a missable Magnus by any stretch of the means. It's a strong weapon for Gabari, and might as well go ahead and put that in our deck while we're thinking about it. But there are 6 Magnuses. Oh my gosh, there are 6 missable Magnuses. And this is where I messed up on my file when I was doing my practice file, because I didn't win. So I missed out on a Magnus, and that really bothered me. But if you investigate that statue, you get a light flare level 2, and if you come over here, he says, "I'm sorry, I don't think I can make it. Please, I ask you to protect the king and his people." And if you talk to him again, Cal says, "It's no use, he won't reply, no matter how much we call to him. That poor soldier died." But if we come over here and check this statue, you get a dark flare level 2. So, unfortunately, we can't go down these stairs because, well, yeah, there's rubble in the way. Let's go ahead and put those items in Shella's deck. Light flare level 2. Do I have any ones that are still... Yeah, I still have water level 1, so let's go ahead and get rid of that and put a dark flare level 2 in there too. Okay. So, yeah, going back to what I was saying is, there are a bunch of missable Magnuses here, and you gotta make sure that you do this minigame right. But you come downstairs, there's more bouts of soldiers fighting and everything else. See, that guy actually won his battle. Now he's locked in combat with 2 more soldiers here. We come over here and talk to this guy. He says, "Damn, what has happened to the Great Hall? You should be able to see the bridge that leads to the Great Hall from the balcony, but those flames are blocking the way. You might be able to check the Great Hall from the balcony on the other side." Yeah, unfortunately, there's fire everywhere. We can't really put the fire out because there's no exclamation mark to do so. But we want to come down here, and you might see there those soldiers fighting those Imperial soldiers fighting the Diadem soldiers over there, as well as one Black Helm soldier standing over a defeated soldier. Let's go over here and, you know, stop him from picking on that poor soldier. These enemies, oh gosh, I'm glad I got the camera the first time. These enemies are missable too. There's a lot of missable stuff in this minigame in particular. This is Imperial Black Helm, and this is the only time in the entire game that you will be able to take a picture of him. So make sure you get a picture of the Black Helm. And this is like oh good, I got another one. Sure, we'll go do that too. But yeah, this is like the only time that you'll be able to take a picture of these guys. They're weak to light, and that's how you beat them. But yeah, these guys actually hurt. They do a lot of damage. The Black Helms have a lot of more health, and they actually do a lot more damage than the Imperial Elites. After all, they're stronger than the Imperial Elites. Let's go ahead and defend ourselves here. I didn't really do my combo correctly, but that's okay. Yeah, he did 85 damage, and I blocked every shot there. That's a lot. Oh, great. My grape's gotten rotten. That's okay. Let's go ahead and just beat him up. But yeah, this is the only time that you can take pictures of both the Imperial Elites and the Imperial Black Helms. So whenever you're fighting these guys, make sure you get a picture of them before you leave this minigame. So we got a shadow suit. But I'm going to go ahead and take a picture because we're going to get plenty of shadow suits later. I am alive? We have underestimated their strength. Imperial soldiers in black armor are twice as strong as the ones in red armor. Please tell my comrades to be especially cautious when confronting soldiers with black armor. Yeah, that kind of just tells us what we were just saying. But our next thing here is we come over here. I'm going to quickly change something real quick. Gabari has rotten grapes, which just cause poison 10% of the time. It's okay. But, you know, like most rotten food, it's not going to help me out in the long run. Let's put milk in his deck there. Replace that. But if you come up to these guys will attack you automatically. You won't be able to do the minigame with them because they were against you in a way. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and hopefully I get my camera because I need to take a picture of these guys. Light flare, level 2. Fire burst, level 2. That guy's almost dead. I did 221 damage. Holy crap. Hopefully I can pull the camera out. I hope. Oh. Let's do lingering time, I guess. Do overkill on him. Chronos still. There we go. 281 damage. Holy crap. These spirit attacks are pretty strong. Please give me camera. I need the camera. I want to take a picture of these. These guys are missable. Let's heal Shella, because Shella's taking a lot of brunt damage here. Alright, I'm gonna hopefully pull the camera soon, so give me just a minute. There we go, got the camera. Okay, so I gotta save it for next turn, I guess. That's okay. Alright. I don't have anything else to defend with. I guess I could do that. Oh gosh, I forgot. These guys have a special. They're called Slumber Shot, and as you can probably tell by the name of it, it puts you to sleep, which is not a... I mean, sleep status is not really that bad, because if you get hit again, granted, you can't defend during a round that you're attacked when you're asleep, which is bad. But if you're attacked, it's not the end of the world because, well, you wake up. If you're automatically attacked, you're wake up. So probably the best thing you could do is target your friend and use an attacking item on them, like the fishing rod. And that kind of, I guess, helps. But that's okay. A sleep status isn't that bad and doesn't, you know, detriment you as much. Energy wave. At least I got my camera off on him. Do 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 do. Healing solve. But I can't tell how much you healed by because I don't know why it's a bug in the game, I guess. I don't know if it's a bug in the game or not, but I just can't tell. They used to be able to tell you how much they healed by. But as you can tell, this is kind of a dungeon in a way. I mean, there's enemies here you could fight and everything else. There's going to be a save flower, and as you can probably tell, there's going to be a boss at the end of this. There we go. Okay, so we got the... Ooh, we got uncooked rice, too. Oh, I want to take that picture, but I'll take the uncooked rice. That's going to be used a lot for SP combos. It doesn't matter if you don't take the picture, as long as you take the picture, because it'll still show up in your collections menu. I think we mentioned that before. But as you can see, I got the Imperial Elite already showed up in my Magnus collection, so it's okay if you don't take the picture. So, alright, I'm gonna go investigate this painting. Nope. But, if we come inside this room, this is a room, special room, where there's a bunch of, it looks like there's a bunch of dead soldiers all over the ground, which, you know, there's dead elites all over the place, but these are tired soldiers. These are what the soldiers that look tired are. Yeah, this is where you can use your Diadem Royal Crest here. We're going to recruit this knight here, and be sure to look at the name of the person you're talking to before you use your crest, because that indicates what class of knight they are and how many points they give. So we're going to replace that knight we just used to get him back. Now, I mentioned before, you can only carry 4 knights at a time. You cannot dispatch a knight. Say, like right here, this is an apprentice knight. Like I think I mentioned before, he's only worth 1 point, unfortunately. But you can only carry 4 knights on you at one time, so you're just gonna have to leave them if you have more than that. All right, so now that we've done that, let's go upstairs. There was a time we could have gone in here, but let's go inside. As soon as we see that, well, there's a bunch of Imperials locked into battle with another knights here. Damn, the knights will be finished if we don't do anything. Every time Gabari's like, damn, we can't do anything. They're not gonna survive. Let's dispatch a knight, because there's 2 knights right there. That's already 4 points. There's 3 Imperial soldiers, so that's 3. They're already winning. But so let's go ahead and just dispatch another knight, and eventually they're all gonna just disappear. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even do the death animation. I'm so ashamed of myself. I let them get too far into the castle. Take this Magnus. There'll probably be more use out of it than I will. And we get Kronos Aura level 1. Okay, this is the missable Magnus in particular I was talking about. This Magnus in particular is a defense item, but it's kind of like Aqua Yell, Fire Yell, but it's in defense form. You can only use this in a +3 combo, and the previous item has to be a Chronos item. It says performs a level 1 Chronos-based block against enemy attack. The previous Magnus in the combo needs to be Chronos-based for this Magnus to become available. Grows in power over time. This item is so situational, and I don't really like using these at all. They're not bad items. That's a pretty high defense, and if you let them age over time, they become really good defense items. It's just, they are so situational, and you have to have a +3 combo in order for them to even activate. It's ridiculous. But there's one of every element in this minigame, and they're all missable. And it grows up to 6 tiers of levels. So if you do not get these items, you are missing out on 36 Magnuses in your entire collection if you don't do this correctly in the minigame. So that's why I'm making such emphasis on trying to get these Magnus. That right there was a magical anklet, which if we come over to party and Magnus, come over here to equip. That is an item for Shello for equipable, and it increases her sleep resistance. So that's actually pretty good considering, you know, Slumber Shot is a threat here. So, but that's not all. If we look in here, within the porcelain pots, there is a fading notebook, which is on itself doesn't do anything, but it's another item that is only one or two places in the entire game. You might as well pick it up, add it to your collection, and it will evolve over time. So be very mindful of that. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is come over here and help this guy out. We're going to deploy a Apprentice Knight and another one. We're going to deploy a Squire. So that will put him at, there's two Imperials, so he's got 2 points. There's a Knight already at 2 points. We're going to give him an Apprentice, which is 1. He's at 3. And we're going to give him a Squire as well. And that'll put us over the edge there. So, we'll fight that, and then we'll be able to defeat the soldiers. Thank you for saving us. I'm going to stay here. Take this Magnus as a token of my gratitude. Inside, he gives us Fire Aura level 1. And like I said, there's one of every element you have to get. So we got 2 of the 6. So, I think I'm looking at the paintings because, yeah, there we go. There's the item I'm looking for. And one of these paintings is Dark Yell level 1, which is a Dark Yell, which can be used as an attack or a defense during time, and it uses dark elementals. When we come over here, all the soldiers are being attacked. They're all running out to kind of save the castle. But if you come over here, we'll have to fight this one that has his back to us. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of these guys. I think I forgot to mention, Chaos Edge has a chance to poison. So yeah, that's also an added benefit of that weapon. Alright, so now that we've taken care of that guy, we come up to this door here. Gabari's like, damn, the knights will be finished when you leave them like this. We gotta do something. Let's dispatch our last knight that we have, the senior knight, and that's it. Because there's 2 black helms there. That's 4 points. And they only have 4 points, so we're just gonna go ahead and overpower them. Knock them all out. He says, there's no hope beyond this door. It's already been taken by Imperial soldiers. Use the stairs to the right and go around, and take this with you. And in return, he gives us Light Aura level 1. So we've got half of the auras now. But we're gonna, since we have no more knights, let's go back to this room real quick. Oh, lordy. So, first and foremost, let's revive, well, we need a Squire. Let's get the Squire, even though he's worth half a point. Trust and believe I'm doing this after like 3 takes of trying to do this correctly. Oh, lordy. I've tried recording this episode like 3 times already, and I was having so much trouble with it already. Alright. So we got a squire. We need to get this knight here. It's so good that you don't have to run back and get the Diadem Royal Crest every time you use it. I'm so glad this is a reusable thing. That would have been so annoying going back and forth. Okay, so we need the Apprentice Knight on the bed as well. So let's go ahead and get him. The Royal Crest! I'll go with you, even though I'm beaten to a pulp. And we need the Senior Knight. Senior Knight's gonna be kind of our ace in the hole here, so let's get that. You're worth a lot of points, buddy. Get your butt up in gear and let's get back to fighting. We have a country to save. Now to dispatch a Senior Knight. Okay, now that we've replenished our barracks in a way, we need to go back downstairs. There's a couple things downstairs, really. You can still hear fighting down there. We come down here, there is a save flower. As you can imagine, there's a boss coming up soon, so you might as well save. But honest to gosh, I would say avoid using the save flower if you're trying to not miss out on missables, because I have a feeling if you've already screwed up the mini game, saving is probably not the last thing you want to do. You want to reset your game at that point. But behind the staircase, there's flash armor, which is very good armor at this point in the game. Let us get... I don't need the calm helmet. Let's get rid of that and put the flash armor, because that's 43 defense. That's a lot. Gabari, what do you have here? You got flame mail. Because I'm gonna... Yeah, there's a reason why I left it out, because this treasure chest has a shadow suit. Like I said, I've recorded this episode 3 times. I know what's in this already. Alright, Gabari, let's get that shadow suit in your deck. And I spied with my little eyes, I saw rotten grapes there. Let's get rid of that and replace it. Man, I really hate replacing stuff. I need to put more healing items in my deck here. There we go. Okay, honey. Okie dokie. So, let's come over here to where these characters are fighting. It's 1 Imperial Elite and 2 Black Helms. So that's 5 points right there. And then only a 5 to 2. So we need to dispatch a lot of knights here. Alright, so we need to deploy. Reset. Thank God. Okay, I was sitting there like, oh no, that's not the right one. Hey, don't do what I did, guys. I'll cut that out. I was about ready to mess up yet again. This is not what you do. Good thing you could reset while you're in this menu. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to deploy the Senior Knight, and we need to deploy the Squire. That gives us 4.5 extra points. Okay. I almost made a mistake here, and I would have been really upset about that. There we go. Oh, lordy. Thank goodness for resets. Oh, Gabari and friends, thanks for your help. This is my treasured Magnus. Please take it with you. And protect the king. And he gives us Dark Aura level 1. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. If you look at menus and stuff like that, and you just reread everything. Thankfully, there's options and stuff like that. Thankfully. Oh man. Okay, I almost like that. That's one thing I was really scared about, because, like I said, I've recorded this 3 times, messing up the deployment of stuff. Okay, so we can go back upstairs now, and we're gonna come up here to the right here, and these guys, man. Okay, so damn, the nights will be finished. We don't do something. We gotta do something. Let's dispatch our last 2 things that we have. Add more knights, Apprentice Knight. There we go. Accept. So they got 4 points, and hopefully this will push us over the edge here. There we go. They're all dead. They're all dead. There must be other knights struggling up ahead. Please go to them. I'll give you this. And we got Aqua Aura level 1. And then we look at this painting, because one of these paintings has another item in it. I'm sorry I keep looking at these paintings, but there's a lot of items hidden in the paintings. There it is. Okay, light yellow level 1. So we come over here and talk to this guy. He says, you should be able to see how the bridge is doing from the balcony, but the king... Is King Loticon okay? If we come up here, we notice there's rubble everywhere. Debris from Castle Elnath is scattered about. You can see the damage wrought by the Empire. We can't go up here. We can trap the magnificence of a pebble, though. No, you don't need the pebble. But we're gonna take a quick backtrack back down to the restroom for the knights. And we're only gonna need one senior knight for this last bout. We come over here and talk to, that's a regular knight. I don't need you. Sorry, guy. Let you take your rest. Senior knight, we do need you. Yeah, I know. It's like the honor of the Castle Diadem. Blah 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 blah. I know. That's why I got you up. Get back in line, soldier. We need you to fight. So, let's head back downstairs, because there's one more bout that we have to quell. So we come down here, go back upstairs, and we go inside this room because we're gonna have to, because we have no other way to go. So let's go inside this room. And as you can see, this has a lot of characters here. There's 2 black helms and 2 imperial soldiers, so that's 6 points right there, compared to the 6 points that are there. We're gonna completely annihilate them by putting our 4-point character here. And that should take care of them. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we got all the missable magnets in this minigame now, finally. Thank you, Gabari. You can get to the floor above us via that window. We can handle things here. You and your friends should go on up. I found this magnet in the last battle. Take it and go. And that will give us Wind Aura level 1. And with that, we can come over here and kind of examine this porcelain pot. Is it this porcelain pot? No, it's in the next room. I forgot. We talked to this guy. He says, you should be able to go to the floor above us. Please protect our king. If we climb up from here, we can make it to the window on the floor above us. You want to go up, Matthew? Yeah, let's go up. And if we come in here and kind of raid this porcelain pot, we get wheat crackers, which revive people at this point. But I think that's probably a good stopping point for this episode, because we did a lot in this episode already. We're about ready to fight the boss, and we've cleared away with all this minigame stuff. And we got a lot of transition going on to the next episode, as you can probably tell with the castle siege and everything. So we're going to take a quick break in the next episode of Let's Play Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. We're going to save Castle Elnath from the Imperial soldiers. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.